to see the Blues team try to play a lot more determined hockey here in this game against the Blue Jackets.
Cody's our investigative reporter down there.
Well, I got to do something down here. I mean, I'm down at ice level.
Matejchuk to neutral territory. Shifting it forward was Monahan. In flight is Werenski. He tees it up. He fires. That goes wide.
Or was it two?
It was two.
Yeah, three without a point.
Even one was remarkable for him. Had almost 300 shots last year. Dillinger cross ice Olivier. A chance, ball off by Hofer. That heavy shot from Matthew Olivier. And here's our first look at this line. And still in Holloway, who leans his way in. He gets checked. Fowler is able to feed it down low. And it's Holloway, the former Edmonton Oiler. He was hurt in the playoffs last year. Sundqvist all the way over. And a shot off the post and in from Justin Faulk. The Blues have a 1-0 lead.
We talked about earlier in the pregame how the St. Louis Blues are good off the cycle. That means pucks on the wall, then finding the middle of the ice. And that pass from Sundqvist right across the zone. Faulk's got way too much time. See all the ice there? He's available, but the Blue Jackets trying to shrink that in the corner. That's what the
Blue Jackets leading the NHL in goals from defensemen. They got 3 of them the other night, have 9 on the season. David Severson. Severson swings it over to Provorov. Dillinger, a one-timer. That gets through off a skate, and it's in. And the Blue Jackets tie the game up at 1.
In the offensive zone off of a face-off, and Sillinger makes a great decision. He's high in the zone. He's got 2 bodies in front. These guys enjoy playing with each other because they know where each other's going to be. It's a predictable line. And you can see Coyle right in the blue paint on top of Hofer there. He gets to that rebound and just stays with it. That's a good hard-working goal by the Blue Jackets.
Matthew Olivier, Tyler Tucker, they're going to go again. Center stage, quick rights from Olivier, and a couple uppercuts connecting. Tucker trying to counter. Big overhand right from Olivier. He lost the helmet. Tucker trying to pull up the jersey.
Got to watch that right hand.
Little jabs from Tucker. Two combatants very familiar with one another. Olivier, the big right.
You know when to fight. It's just kind of a little nod or eye contact. And Olivier with that right free is so dangerous. Man. Tucker was going all offense.
Alexei Toropchenko using the big frame. And now getting body position is Lundestrom. Shoved was Christensen. Squirts loose. Comes back. Broberg lets it go. And a save made by Greaves. Pretty seamless there. You can put that guy on a checking line. A lot of the same attributes as Matthew Olivier. There's a drive to the net by Werenski. And a good stop through some traffic by Jet Greaves. Rolls to the near corner and jumped on by Jenner. Jenner all the way across the Matejchuk. Set up for Fantilli down the middle. He shoots and Hofer makes the save. Fantilli, big shoulder check on Parayko.
We haven't seen offer sheets since. There was talk that we'd see a lot more.
It's teed up by Holloway, blocked. Then he gets it on goal. Greaves able to make the save. Scramble. It's Pius Suter in behind the net for St. Louis. Blues threatening Pius Suter. 1:08 to go, and the Matejchuk penalty for high sticking. Blues power play tied for 10th in the league. Centering pass, Holloway robbed by Greaves.
Oh, what a save by Jet Greaves. I'll be watching that Blue Jays Game 7 tonight of the World Series for sure, as he grew up playing baseball.
Now puck tipped on goal. Greaves there again. Oh. Lead pass, breakaway, Lundestrom in, stopped by Hofer. Looking for the Jackets' first shorthanded goal of the season. Provorov's been out there 1:24 seconds.
Well, you got 3 defensemen out there. Oh, what a play by Zach Werenski. Matejchuk came out of the box, or did they allow him to change? No, you got Matejchuk is out there with Olivier, Fabro.
How stingy the Blues are in terms of shots allowed. The most any team has gotten on them in a game this year is 29. The Blue Jackets already have 17 through 1 period. Gets locked up by Olivier. Coyle with the centering pass, blocked by Buchnevich, gets it back. Charlie Coyle, the Blue Jackets goal scorer. This is Severson to Coyle. Coyle, that's one go. That got through, and Hofer made the save. Nice breakout for St. Louis. And with speed, it's Nathan Walker. He fires, stopped, the rebound was sitting there. Goes right across the top of the crease, and Columbus will take over. Miles Wood with authority, looking to make a finesse move, lost the handle. Jordan Kyrou going the other way. Jackets get back. Kyrou weaving his way in. Jordan Kyrou still hanging on. He shoots, that's blocked. Getting a piece was Jenner. Roaming is Hofer. Connecting with Bjugstad. Aggressively playing in as Denton Matejchuk leads the possession for Jenner. Jenner with the pass and driven on goal by Fantilli. Stopped by Hofer. Severson. Zach Werenski in deep, snapped across. Fantilli and Hofer make the stop. Popped up in the air, lands in behind the net. Werenski carves it out of there. Try to pass. Falk there to intercept, and it slides out the center red. Jackets get crossed up. Here's Kyrou with a wrist shot. Save made Greaves. Confronted by Suter in front. Monahan fishing for it. Marchenko there. The backhand doesn't go. Another scramble. Monahan couldn't find it. Kept alive by Matejchuk. Werenski is there. He shoots. He scores! Zach Werenski! Goals in 3 straight. Jackets up 2-1.
And they get the Blues running around. The Blues want to stay tight in the middle of the ice, but that clearing attempt, now it gives the Blue Jackets a chance to set up. That might have gone off the stick of Broberg. See Werenski here, he just bellies out. Keep an eye on this. No, right between the legs of Broberg and right through Hofer.
Lobs it down low for Jenner, shielding it from Falk, going low to high to Fantilli. Fantilli dangles. Fantilli, Jenner, trying to jam one in. Hofer up against that post, makes the save.
Yeah, Boone's a left-handed shot there. He can present that stick out to Fantilli. Florida ended up winning that series and beating Boston, and it was that late save by Bobrovsky.
Parayko's got a bomb, and it's going to be caught confidently by Jet Greaves. Expect to see Elvis Merzlikins, of course, tomorrow night in the back-to-back.
Relaxed Elvis is. He knows he's going tomorrow. He's not unsure if he's going tomorrow. I know it's a back-to-back, so he would know anyways. But, you know, Jet knows he's playing the next game.
And the head coach. And Jody, you could translate for us that 1-2-2. What's he talking about there?
Yeah, it's 1 forechecker and then 2 defenders. They're all, the other 2 forwards and then 2 defensemen to the deck. Werenski wants to get the middle of the ice here once he gets the puck. There he goes.
Back pedals, lets it go off the post, score! Sean Monahan! He's got his first of the year on the power play.
To the middle, he gets his feet moving right away. He's at the top of your screen, he moves. Monahan there, he's just off to the right with the deflection. And good job by Voronkov too. See Zach, his head up's the whole way, leans on his stick. And then Monahan, one-handed tap-in play. But he initially got his stick on that puck, I believe. And how about Voronkov? That's why Hofer had no chance. When that second layer, that defenseman just goes, because you think you have your player accounted for. Whoa.
Hofer scrambling back as the shot was let go by Werenski. And now here comes Pavel Buchnevich. Getting back with Jenner. It's caught off, and then a wrister score. Bjugstad. On that broken play, a pick off by Nick Bjugstad, and it's back to a 1-goal game.
And here he is, actually takes out Kent Johnson, who wasn't expecting him to be there. And then you can see Hofer just stacked up in the crease. But now, as everyone's up the ice, and Jenner is back, he does a good job getting back to break up the play. Blue Jackets good with numbers back, but as Bjugstad's following it there, he's the one that gets that pass. And he wastes no time to put it through traffic and up top.
Kyrou getting it back from Shen. Gunned around the boards to Holloway. Holloway to Kyrou. Buchnevich, Jody talked about him, posting up in front. Wrist shot kicked out Greaves. Back to Falk.
But also you're going to see Parayko, 55, up a lot in the offensive zone. He's 6'6" with a long reach.
Stick handling in his Kyrou to Dvorsky. Philip Broberg lets it go. That was tipped. Oh, Greaves makes the save somehow.
Bjugstad right through the middle of the ice. Timed it perfectly. Thought he had a goal. That was deflected twice. Look at this perfect deflection. Greaves is reaching out.
3.9 seconds remaining in the third. Puck is down. It is pulled back by Coyle, and this one is over.